Happy New Year, Richmond County, and welcome to your Thursday edition of Live at 5. I'm Russell Parker. Despite the challenges in 2020, Richmond County saw the startup of several businesses and the expansion of others. C.F. Smith Property Group started the year off with a rebranding from its former name Tri-City to honor the company's patriarch and founder. The commercial real estate company's flagship shopping center in Richmond County, Richmond Plaza, saw the opening of Firehouse Subs and Aspen Dental and an out parcel in Planet Fitness in a long vacant space formerly occupied by a movie theater. However, the plaza also experienced the loss of an anchor department store, JCPenney, local retailer Christie's Home Garden and Gifts, and national brands GNC and Foot Locker. This week, C.F. Smith announced that Burke's Outlet would be coming to fill the part of former JCPenney location, with Hibbett Sports expanding into the remainder of the space. In October, CEO Neil Robinette was named one of the 19 2020 Trailblazers by Business North Carolina. Just prior to the pandemic, Sunset Slush opened up in Ink Space, a small business incubator in downtown Rockingham owned by the Melvin family. The Melvins also published the Richmond Observer, which has offices on the second floor of the building. Since then, the Richmond County Chamber of Commerce has had 8 businesses join. Also in 2020, Olin and Lorraine Britton started their food truck business, Britton's Barbecue and Grill, and another food truck, Seafoodie, recently announced plans for a stationary location in Hamlet. While it was a slow year as compared to some in the recent past, there were a few announcements to come out of economic developer Marty Butler's office. In May, Impact Plastics announced it would be opening a second location in a shell building at Rockingham West Industrial Park. Butler said this is part of a 5-year, $13 million expansion announced back in April of 2019, in which the company plans to add 30 new jobs, paying an average of $75,000 per year. In June, PD Electric announced plans for a new industrial park and co-op facility, which will include customer service center, operations and engineering facility, a warehouse, fleet parking, dispatch center, a hardened secure data center, and administrative offices for cooperative 66 employees. And if were to vote during a special meeting back in October, the Richmond County Board of Commissioners approved a compromise on a rezoning request from CSX Transportation on a piece of property owned by the company off Marks Creek Road north of Hamlet. The Richmond County Board of Commissioners saw a historic change in leadership following the 2020 election. It started when longtime commissioners Kenneth Robinette and John Garner decided not to run for another term. The two had been on the board for more than 2 decades and served as chairman and vice chairman respectively for most of their tenure. Robinette said it was just time for new blood and new leadership on the board. With 2 open seats, the election brought the defeat of now former Commissioner Jimmy Capps and the voting in of 3 Republicans, Jeff Smart, Tony Maples, and Andy Grooms. Grooms subsequently won a recount challenge from Democratic candidate Michael LeGrand. Ben Moss, who served on the board for a decade, had been the first Republican elected as a commissioner in more than a century. Moss won his election bid for the North Carolina House of Representatives, again becoming the first Republican in recent memory to secure the seat. With his departure from the county board, the executive committee of the Republican Party of Richmond County selected Von Drill Director of Operations Justin Dawkins to fill the vacancy, a selection which was approved by the outgoing commissioners. The 4 new commissioners joined Don Bryant, Tavares Bostic, and Rick Watkins on the board. Following a swearing-in ceremony earlier this month, Smart and Dawkins were chosen to be chairman and vice chairman, respectively. When we return, we've got your Live at 5 weather report. It's coming up after the break, so stay tuned.
JC's in Rockingham has you covered for used appliances, parts, trailers, and storage. We have one of the largest selections of reconditioned washers, dryers, and refrigerators in the Sand Hills, and we offer free delivery to residents inside Richmond County. Come check out our variety of trailers for any hauling job and our storage buildings for the things you need out of the weather or house. We also carry parts and accessories for appliances, trailers, truck beds, and can order the things you need. That's JC's on South Hancock Street in Rockingham.
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection, friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham. And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can trust.
Are you spending your money paying tuition and fees to a large university just to have your college student take the general education courses online? Come to Richmond Community College, where your student will have local instructors, free tutoring, and access to services. Our transfer classes are acceptable at every university in North Carolina. We offer a clean, safe atmosphere specializing in individual student attention and small classes at a fraction of the cost.
At Richmond County Hospice, we strive to provide high-quality care to our patients and their families. Whether it's the incredible hospitality at the Haven House or from the comfort of your own home, you can count on Hospice to be there for you. We also offer monthly grief support groups, and our chaplain will be there to hold your hand in prayer. Through our amazing staff and our volunteers, Hospice has made difficult times easier for our community. Call the number on your screen if you feel that you or your loved one may benefit from our services. Richmond County Hospice. Peace, comfort, dignity.
Your Live at 5 weather report is brought to you by Sunset Slush, classic Italian ice located here in downtown Rockingham. Happy end of year 2020, folks. We are now at the end of the line for this year, and we will now be moving on into 2021 tomorrow here at midnight and moving on for the next 365 days. Hopefully it'll be a much better year than what we saw for 2020. We can always hope for it, be very optimistic about it. I know I'm going to be, However, the rain today has been kind of dampering that hope just a little bit. It's been very, very dreary outside. Probably sums up 2020 with the way it's ending with all the rain out there today. 7 o'clock, 70% chances of rain again, and it's going to continue on into the evening with more rain along the way. Sunset, even though we won't be able to really see it, with a 5:18 p.m. So the good news is days are getting a little bit longer now. Also got a full moon out tonight as well. Looking at tomorrow, also more rain to start off the new year. We got a lot of it on the way for the next couple of days, as a matter of fact. But looking at tomorrow specifically, as you can see, temperatures are not really moving around a whole lot. They're going to be sticking around right there about the same. The high and the low are relatively the same for across the Sandhills area. 54s in Fayetteville, 54s in Rayford, 59s down in Lumberton, with 59 for the high in Laurinburg and 58 for the low as well. Up in Southern Pines, a pair of 50s up on the board there. Ellerby will be seeing a pair of 52s for the high and the low. Rockingham and Hamlet, high and the low of 54. Down in Bennettsville, high 59, the low of 58. And across the PD in Waysboro, biggest difference in the high and the low there, high of 55 and the low of 53. Again, lots of rain on the way tomorrow, and that's all we're going to be seeing for the next couple of days. Luckily, we're seeing half of the weekend looking pretty decent. But Friday, high of 54, low of 54. Saturday, going to be our warmest day out of this forecast, with a high of 70 and the low of 58. Rain continuing on all day long tomorrow. Also putting a damper on the weekend. But as I just said, Sunday looking really, really nice with a high of 62 and a low of 39. Great day to go out and enjoy and begin your New Year's resolutions, wherever they may be. Monday, high of 57, low of 36, sunny skies that day, and that will continue on into Tuesday with a high of 58 and a low of 34. On Wednesday, partly cloudy skies with a high of 58 and a low of 35. And Thursday, we do see a bit of a mixed chance for rain and snow together. That's very far out, of course. I'm not going to get your hopes up too much, but that's what it's calling for at the moment. Could be seeing that maybe, who knows. But high 56, low 44, excuse me. And yeah, 70% chance of that rain and snow mix. Not really what we want to see if we are going to be seeing snow. We don't want that mix because that doesn't help out too much. But just be mindful of that. We'll keep you updated on that as we get back to you next week, because we will not be on tomorrow to celebrate New Year's. That is going to do it for you tonight's edition of Live at 5, though. For the latest news, sports, and events happening in Richmond County, you can always visit richmondobserver.com, or you can download the free RO app for your mobile devices. For the Live at 5 crew, I'm Russell Parker. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next year. Good night, Richmond County. Happy New Year.